Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday broke my heart. Yesterday brought me peace and frustration. I don't know yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday my love one left me. Yesterday my marriage was broken. I don't know yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday my hopes and dreams, all my plans for the future, they were all shackled. Lord, I want a new day. Everything that brought me joy, everything that brought me laughter, they have been stolen from me. I want a new day in my career. I want a new day. Please give me a new day. 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 Please give me a new day. Yesterday I had to struggle before I survive. Yesterday I had to hustle before I can make it. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day. Everybody laughing at me. They're asking where's the God that I'm serving. That's what I've come to you, Lord Jesus. What I want is a new day. You are the only God I know. You are the only God that I'm serving. You said that I put that trust in you, Lord. They shall never be put to shame. I've come to you with my pains. Oh, what I want is a new day. Lord, you said in your word, I should forget, yeah, the former things. You said, behold, you are about to do a new thing. You said you would do something new in my life. All the eyes of them that see it with marvel. What my enemies to shame, Lord. Please give me a new day. Give me a new day. Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. All I want is a new day. Yesterday broke my heart. Yesterday brought me peace and frustration. I don't want yesterday. All that I want is a new day. Give me a new day. Give me a new day. What my enemies to shame, Yahweh, please give me a new day. Give me a new day, God. Whatever sin I have committed, have mercy on me, God.
Let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the line. For this broadcast, we are not on Boss Media Radio right now. But let me welcome you. It's a pleasure to be in your company once again. We have a lineup of shows here for you today. But on this platform for now, which is the Profile Liberia. I'm here specifically this afternoon to appeal to my president. But let me tell you, honestly, I would never ever just come and put my camera on without writing something at the top that this is what I will be discussing. Always. I wouldn't just do it. There are people would just put their camera on and they sit down and they're talking. But I want you to develop interest in the topic first before even you click that, before you click to watch. So that's why I always make sure I got a caption there to tell you what I will be talking about. So when you develop interest now, you can come. Because that's how I want. If somebody comes on show, they're on live and I don't see any caption there, I don't watch it. I don't watch it. Even if I know you very well. Because first of all, I want to know what you're talking about. So put a caption there and say, this is what you're going to be talking about, fine. If I read a caption and I know it's of interest to me, then I will join in. But I just want all of us to, just every day we have to learn from each other. And when you see the live, the person name and the live show there, always, if the person is live, for me right now, you'll see that Max K Mixer is live now. Facebook will tell you that. And if I just finish with this video, and maybe coincidentally you come across it, you will see that Max K Mixer was live. So the is live now will turn to was live. Because sometimes we see, I see people asking questions, and when they come to watch it, thinking that it is live as they are watching, but it isn't, because it's already written that Facebook say was live, but then somebody is not watching it at that moment, whereby it's gone 1 hour or 2 hours already, and then the person will ask questions there, or the person will say hello, thinking that the person is on live with them. It isn't. So always keep, I just throw in some advice. Just keep your eyes on the video first. Forget about the individual, but see the caption, what they wrote there. Is it something of interest? If you didn't write anything, like what I'm saying, or in my case, I don't even click to watch anyway. Because first of all, I want you to tell me what you'll be discussing. Then if I develop interest, I will see it. But if no caption, why am I joining you? Why are you just sitting there to cause people who are watching you anyway? So if you read that today, I'm causing people. The caption is there, so obviously I'm not going there. So if you don't write there, so let me say welcome and thanks so much for joining in. I will do a little bit of talking and then maybe I'll open the lines for open the video. I will activate the video. The phone line is down for now until later on. I will activate the video. If you have your time, we can call in and maybe give you 1 or 2 cents. But let me lay the foundation first. That what I say here, this show is in solidarity with the flood victims in Liberia. Today is about appealing directly to President Weah. That's the caption I have there. So that tells you exactly why is the Max is on the show today on Profile Liberia. This show is in solidarity with the flood victims in Liberia. Today is about appealing directly to President Weah. So definitely you already know what Max is coming to talk about. And maybe you have interest now to say, okay, let me sit down quietly and just listen to this guy. What is he going to say? If I have 1 or 2 cents to put in, I will put it in as well. So welcome to the show. That's how we start the show with a beautiful song. What a new day in Liberia. A new day that we all can have hope. Our children can have hope. Our children can think that they have a future. We want a new day that, where corruption can be something of the past. Impunity, we can say no to impunity at all. That when you rape a child, you won't just go to jail, but you will face the court and pay the price good. Okay, you can't go with impunity. That yesterday you directed you directed war, and you killed our people, you destroyed the nation. We want a new day that we can have you judged in the court of competent jurisdiction. That if you are found guilty, you pay the price for it. We want a new day, according to the song. It's a new day that we will not harbor or hide people or cover people who do wrong thing to this nation. That is a new day we want. And since I'm not here on this particular platform for right now, I'm not here for too long, let me just go straight to the point. It's nearly 2 months now. It is nearly 2 months. How you doing? When flooding hate our people, as we speak up to yesterday, it was still raining cats and dogs. Here when we say cats and dogs, just different, and not small rain. It's been raining heavily in Liberia. But let me backtrack a little bit. Maybe about 6 weeks ago, we heard of first of all, the 1 week rain that took place in Liberia. And then we heard that this rain caused the abrupt closure of Robert International Airport. So meaning Monserrate County and some part of Max Kpakio County was cut off. That led to some houses on that side at submerged completely underwater. I came into Monserrate County itself. A lot of areas are still underwater. So meaning the people, the citizens of Liberia are displaced and facing huge challenges. And later we also got to note that not only in Monserrate County, but additional 3 to 4 counties were affected. That weekend, it was the weekend that our president, the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency George Weah, it was the same weekend that our president organized an old-timer game between the old-timers of IE and the old-timers of Barrow. I'm happy Sekou Kalasco is watching the broadcast. I didn't know about it. And for me already, I started seeing the videos and pictures of the flooding. Homes completely gone. And from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I couldn't even have a people. I was thinking about them and I was praying for them. At the same time, following development back home. But unfortunately, I couldn't hear this on the media, on the news. Well, they say one time it's gone. This is natural and national disaster. And then Saturday came of that weekend. I saw photos, especially permit me to bring you in a picture of Mr. Kalasco. So he posted some photos of the president and an array of both teams, I and Barrow or so. I mean, they said, playing football. And so what I did, I went under that post and just asked the question whether this match that is being played, this old-timer match, which the president is leading, is it being played in honor of or in solidarity with the flood victims of Liberia to raise money and help them? And kind enough, somebody replied to me and said, no, Max, this game is just for fun. I didn't respond to it. At least I got an answer. And so what I did, immediately I started reaching out to some guys or some friends in America, in Australia, and some part of Europe here. I said, guys, this is what happening back home. Every big idea or that would develop into something good, it can start from one person. Even the United Nations, the people didn't just come together and say, let's form the United Nations. Somebody came up with the idea. The AU, African Union, somebody came up with the idea. That's the first of all, we started with the OAU. So I suggested to them, now look guys, I think there's a need, irrespective that we are all far away from home. But the fact of the matter, we still got family members there. That every Liberian, for some of you who are humanitarian, every Liberian is your relative. What can we do? Can we please do something to try to help the flood victims? And I suggested this to a few other guys. But thankfully, those I was speaking to at that particular time over the phone, my approach came positive. Max, yeah, it's good. It's a good idea. And quickly, we came under the name Citizens United Against Disaster. And so what we did, we went, we just went on the Facebook and prepared the page first of all, and decided to send an appeal. So I sat down here, used a platform and appeal to Liberians, especially those who are in the diaspora, to please make some, urgent donation. At least we have 2 weeks. We give ourselves an ultimatum of 2 weeks that we want to collect whatever you can afford. We'll send it to Liberia and then onward present this amount to the National Disaster Management Agency of Liberia. Within our 2 weeks, for those of you that are hearing it for the first time, we were able to collect at least, I think, $637. That money went to Liberia and it was formally presented to the National Disaster Management of the Republic of Liberia through the Executive Director, Mr. Henry Williams, whom I was already in touch. I told Mr. Williams that this, some of your children, some of Liberia's children that are in the diaspora, they have decided to come together, collect this small money to pass it on to you so that you can, add it on with whatever you get to help our people. Because right now, most of them, they need water, they need, food. Some of them sleeping rough in school buildings and, other open places. So. And they were so happy. But then after it, people started calling me back, and some people sending me messages. Max, there's a collection over or so. So we decided to say, well, if some people just hearing it now, then there's a need, because this need for our people is stay open for them. And so we relaunched it, the appeal. So meaning for the past I think it's the 4th week now, I think. We relaunched it from now to the end of September, so that the last weekend or the last week in September, whatever we will get, we do it the same way. We wire it to Liberia, and that money will be passed over to the national of the Republic of Liberia. So we decided to reach one of the radio stations, which is Joy FM. I talked to them. I talked to a few other radio stations, but they didn't show any interest. So it was only Joy FM that decided to say, well, this is a humanitarian cause. We will join you guys. So Joy FM came on board to say, okay, we'll add our own words there as well, so that we all can, make it known and make it big. so that other people can get involved here in Liberia. So we extended the appeal now in Liberia as well. So right now, as we speak, people are already going to Joy FM making their little contribution. We told people that are even $50 Liberian dollars. It's still enough. It's still plenty. God will bless you. If you get one block of soap, you can still carry that. If you get a few diapers or so, take it there. Because we will still have our mothers, our sisters that that are giving birth while going through these challenges. So even if you take few diapers, that's fine. A few baby clothes also, that will be fine. Take it to Joy FM. We'll write your name down, write the items that you carry down as well. So at the end of the month, September, what we will have here in the diaspora in cash, we will send it to Liberia, put it together with what Joy FM will collect. We do a formal presentation again to the National Disaster Management Agency of Liberia. So right now, that is going on. And before I go further, let me just extend my thanks and appreciation, especially for the first 2 weeks contribution that went to Liberia. We want to say thank you so much, all of you that contributed. I won't be able to go over the names right now, but in the future we'll do that. And for this collection that going on, let me extend my thanks and appreciation to a few individuals just before I go. These are the only few individuals that have responded so far. Amos George, I'm not going to call it among for now. Amos George, Pastor Akwe Bazi, he based in the UK. Mohamed Dukle, I think he's in Australia. Myself, Max, and also Janet Masakwe, who is our latest contributor through GoFundMe. And so that is going on right now. All right, Perry, I'll soon get back to you. Let me land up. Let me just finish with it. I'll definitely get back to you, Perry. Please, thank you so much for that request. And so what we decided to do is, okay, Thomas is in the house now. Thomas will be able to take care of that request for you quickly. So what we decided to do now, I think Thomas, they request. The question, the number I would better asking for, Perry asking for, if you go on our, I think yesterday's program video, the number is there. You saw it, Obed posted it there. So Thomas, if you can just trace that number and then we can post it here, fine. Because they're also doing mobile money. So what we decided now to do, like the first 2 weeks, we didn't do anything like online collection, like GoFundMe. So this time around, some of the guys then suggested, and so now we included GoFundMe so that wherever you are, any part of the world you are, you can pay $5, you can pay $1 contribution towards this particular gesture. And so GoFundMe is active. The page on Facebook is active as well. It is Citizens United Against Disaster. Thomas, Coordinator Thomas, if you can just post the name there for our brothers and sisters that are just hearing about this today. So if you click, okay, thank you. Once you go on Facebook, you find the page. You will just scroll down a little bit. You will come across the GoFundMe with Liberian flag on the side. It's just a click of the button. Most of you people are humanitarian. You're being given like that, through that. Then, long time, buddy. Welcome, Anthony. So just click there, Anthony. Please let me pick you out. Please make your contribution today, Anthony Colley. Please make your contribution today. Your Liberian people want some of your British pounds, please. So once you click on the link, it's just from one point to another. You'll be able. So even if you are in China, the money will be converted into pounds because the account was open here. I opened the account here. If you are in Australia, it will be the same, Whatever you pay, it will go strictly into it. So we're begging you. I am begging you. So I'm trying to give you where we have come, why we came. And the next thing now will come strictly to my appeal to the president. Yeah, well, Anthony, let me call your name. Let me shout your name loud. Please make your contribution today. Yeah. This is it. Natural disaster is a national disaster. It's a national disaster, and it is the responsibility of the rest of the citizens. From the moment, it's about nearly 6 or 7 weeks, the moment the rain kicked our people out of their homes, they became homeless. Life changed for them. Water is contaminated. So meaning those are people who even normally they don't even go near mineral bottled water, or so they go to their well and pull it out. From that moment to now, they don't do it. They're living on bottled water. But where is that coming from? Imagine a family of 4 having just one big bottle of water for the day. So they're just taking zip by zip. I'm not going to politicize this, because when I'm dealing with humanitarian cause, I am looking at finding solution. I'm not really interested in shifting blames. But it's just that I just got to the point now that I would rather transform this energy into appealing to our president. Yes, Mr. President, for me personally, that first football game, friendly football game between Old Timers IE and Old Timers Barrow, you missed that. Your people already, they were displaced nearly, 4 or 5 days before that came. We missed that opportunity. I came here, I said it. I was expecting my president to take the lead in raising the profile of what is happening to our people. Calling on the Liberian people to come in and help. Somebody, you get small things, you put some kind of body together quick. That match, that football match, we would have even made money out of it. And just in solidarity of the flood victims, we're having a friendly match. Otama, imagine the president going there, and you just imagine how much we love our president. So long Mr. Weah is going to wear a jersey and going to play. Even if we charge $100 Liberian, a lot of people will go there. Now, what I was expecting, let me be honest with you, that in that game, the president would have just, maybe some kind of advisor would have just advised the president and say, oh, Mr. President, we can use this time to raise the profile of our people and then collect some money. Now, the president could even charge the ministers that we have in the football game at the Simon Kanye Sport Complex. All ministers should pay this amount and bring 1 bag of rice. That's your ticket price there. Or send a ticket there and the 1 bag of rice, and if they're $200 each, you sell a ticket to them like that. The common people, and just tell us, well, you know why? Liberian people, the ticket around the field, like normally what we say, is $100 Liberian. You will still feel that football field will still be packed to capacity. It will be, because we know we love our president, and we will go there. Some of us we even go there just to see him, but at least we pay the $100, and that $100 will go to what's helping our people. That's what I thought, but we missed it, and that passed. So after that day, that's when we launched this something they appeal. I think the following week, it was the week that Drogba was invited in town by the president. And again, a football match was planned. And quickly when I heard that, I tried to reach out to some of those that are in the government that I can reach. And just giving my own suggestion. I said, what can we use this time? Since our people, flooding is supposed to raise a concern of each and every one of us. Because a lot of people have been kicked out of their homes. Some of them, their homes were built with zinc. So even if they go back now, there will be no home there. Some of them, their houses were built with mat. Imagine the water coming to a concrete, a full build, concrete building, reaching to the window tap, or water in the building also. The mat house or that zinc house, forget it. It's not going to stand it. And I say, can you talk to the president to have this friendly football match here with Drogba, and let's collect some money, go to the ATS, charge people come there, they pay. And before even George Weah, somebody can reach to your president now, before Drogba is in the country, you just, let the president speak to Drogba. That is his friend. My man, that kind of thing happening to my family here. I know you coming to visit and we're going to have small football game, but please, I want to raise more money. I want to raise the profile of my people. So when you come ready. Drogba is a humanitarian. Drogba would have reached to maybe few of his, buddies as all retired football players as well, and say, my man, you're not going to visit my male. I mean, there's small trouble there, so we can go help our people. Those guys are bringing small money. Okay? Drogba will not pay less than $1,000 into that kind of fund drive. No way. He'll pay more. So if he brought about maybe 5-6 friends, and all of them paying maybe $10,000, $5,000, $4,000, that would go in the cover to help our people. We don't have money. We don't have it, so we have to find avenue. Drogba came in town. All that thing I said to this minister, it didn't go anywhere. It went on deaf ear. I tried calling 3, 4, 5 times now. This is a minister that can even take the phone call and call the president and talk to the president anytime. And I so much trusted him that he was going to do something. Only for Drogba to come in town again. That football game was played red somewhere, I think in BTC or whatsoever, for fun. Again for fun. And I just sitting there asking myself, I mean, oh God. I almost called my colleague Thomas. I said, we even chatted about it. This thing, can we go? Can we continue going? Because the profile is not being raised back home. I'm only getting few calls from people who are affected directly. But you alone, Thomas, and the rest of the guys, Dr. Precious too, all of you, I mean, you're saying your $100 or $200, it can solve the problem. But if we come together collectively, it can make a huge difference. But this is what's happening. The low profile is going on. That is it. So, the president made a mistake for the first one, the old timer game. He made a mistake for the second time, the Drogba game. And my appeal now, again, this is the main one. The president is returning home either today or tomorrow. And there is a planned football match again. This time around, accordingly, he is finally hanging his number 14 jersey. I don't even know whether he's still wearing it. So I don't know how many times those players actually retired from playing football. But I'm not here for that. But my appeal this time around, Mr. President, please. Segu Kalasco, you're listening, you're watching. Please, Mr. President, this coming football match you are having, I am appealing to you as a concerned citizen. Let us play this game in solidarity with the flood victims in Liberia. Let us sell tickets for this game. Because even if this game is going to be played at the Simon Kanyado Sports Complex, you will still going to have you will still have lots of people coming there. My mother does not go to football games. My mother, let me welcome Dr. Nathaniel Barnes and Honorable Muna E. Pelham. Let me welcome the both of you. And I pray that God is in control as well, young blood. My mother doesn't go to game. But if this game will be played in solidarity of the flood victims of Liberia, and maybe we charge people from about $100 Liberian, I mean, for the common people what we say around the field. I would send $500 for my mom to pay. Even if she doesn't go there, that $500 will be paid for that one ticket, because at the end of the day, that $500 will go into the cover to help our people. And that I will force the rest of my brothers and sisters that are there. If I was send them money to just buy the ticket, even to just buy the ticket without even going on the field, I will do that, because that contribution, that money they buy the ticket, I know obviously it will help somebody tomorrow, the flood victims. So I want to appeal to the president, Mr. President, please, this game, even me, if I were going to be in Liberia, I was going to go on that field to see you finally hanging your number 14 jersey and saying goodbye to that number. That whoever is going to take similar number in Lone Star will also be, you know, a blessed child, including each and every one of them. I would go on that field to see that match. But my appeal here this afternoon, Your Excellency, I want you to please play this game in solidarity of the flood victims in Liberia. This is it, my suggestion. It's only a suggestion as a concerned citizen. Because now Citizens United Against Disaster, the one we already started, will be joining you to just beef it up. We already started, we will join you more to beef it up. You charge your ministers, for example, that every minister, I'm not talking assistant deputy also, that every minister at least pay $200 for the ticket, for example, and one bag of rice. Okay? And maybe tell them to also bring about at least 200 bottles of water. 200 bottles of water, right? Mineral water, because most of them are displaced. Right now the water is contaminated. It's still raining. Our biggest fear now is there should be no outbreak. That will be challenging, because we know Monrovia itself is filthy already. Too much dirt around. So the water just washing away come into the dirt and taking it straight into wells and things. Our people shouldn't go around the well water right now. And then you come down to, you reach to your speaker and say, this is the situation. We want you to get involved. Let the speaker call the people and say, look, this is it. The president, the football match here is it's in solidarity of the flood victims. So the both houses, we're asking you please to make sure that you play your role. Individually, you play your role. And let's see each senator, each representative, if they can also contribute even $100 towards the ticket and bring at least one bag of rice and a few bottles of water. Imagine us doing that. And I know very, very well that if the president stepped at RIA today, right now, step at RIA this afternoon or this evening or so, and address the press and say, look, this football match that I'm hosting this time around, in saying goodbye for good to football, it is going to be in honor or in solidarity of the flood victims of Liberia. I am calling on all of my cabinet ministers to play a part. You said you kick the ball away and that's it. we're going to have the football game on this day or whatsoever. Boom, you send it out. You know what? ATS, some kind of sports stadiums will be small. Because even the common people, some of them, I know they might not, even if they want to, they're going to pay their $100 or $100 to go inside there, they might not really, they will not be thinking about the idea behind it, but all they want is they are going to see their President Weah. So in that case, even if you charge them $200-$300, some young people, they prefer going hungry for 2-3 days, and they will put out $200-$300 to buy that ticket, and because you're going to see their president playing football. We make the money, we get bag of rice, we get water, all the things that our people need right now. Because I am thinking, it's still raining in Monrovia. People still, getting displaced every day. People still leaving their homes. A lot of our children right now, because they are my children, a lot of those children right now might not go to school. Might not start school soon. Communities are all, some school buildings on the water as well. Let me put it this way. The after effect will be challenging. What's about Mr. X and the family of 6? They had their zinc shop. But by the time the water dries down now, it's gone. They're gone back there. There's no more house standing. What's about Madam? Why? The grandchildren. They've been living in their mat house comfortably. But this time now they go back, the mat house is gone. Who is going to help them? We can't leave them alone. Now, whatever we have generated from what I'm talking about, what I'm suggesting, it can go to help somebody. Okay, your zinc, how many bundles of zinc you used yesterday for your house? Oh, I used about 5. Okay, we'll help you with at least 4. Okay, yesterday you pay your house with mat. This time around, we want you to at least put zinc around it. So we are helping you with 5 bundles of zinc. There you go. That would be a huge blessing to these people. The love I don't know how to say it. That's my appeal this afternoon. I just want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you this afternoon, Honorable, a wonderful representative, Muna Youngblood, Munapela Youngblood. You've been on my show here several times. Very articulative. I respect you a whole lot. Dr. Nathaniel Barnes, another statesman, thank you so much for joining in. But this is my appeal this afternoon. I'm going to leave at least about 5 minutes or so. If you want to call, invite the video and give your 1 or 2 cents, perhaps maybe you're looking at it from different perspective and say, well, Max isn't making sense. What he's saying is, it doesn't make sense to me. I'll also give you the opportunity to call and maybe express your concern. Maybe you can come up with some other alternative as well. Okay? And say, well, Max, what are you talking about for me? I don't agree with that or whatsoever. Let's do it the other way. Let me open the lines right now. I think my phone line is also activated. Just in case if you don't want to call via the video, you can call the phone line. Let me just post it up there. Those of you that are watching live right now, it's plus +1 4 let me see 443 602 8847 88 +1 443 602 8847. That's a USA number. You can call that number. People get always getting confused. Remember, you say now in London there, but you're using USA number. But that's the technology now. Yeah. I could even take Liberia number and use it, but Liberia number would be too expensive. But USA number very, very cheap to call. All right, so you can call that number, or you can call me via the video. Those of you that are watching live, especially if you want us to us, if you want to share the platform with me live on the video, please call right now. I'm going to give let me see, let's say 15 minutes past the hour, then we can wrap it up. But this one today, on this profile Liberia, this show is in solidarity with the flawed victims of Liberia. Today is about appealing directly to the president, President George Weah. I'm begging you, Mr. President. My lines are open, so you can call now. Let's hear from you, please. If you think you want to be on the contrary, that's fine. You know, I'm looking for, or we're all looking for, maybe a solution now to the problem. But as I speak to you right now, your people are sleeping outside. Some of them are sleeping rough. Or some of them, they've gone to some family houses, but the house is overcrowded right now. Do you want to be among the Good Samaritan that will at least pay that $1 or $2? That somebody can have a bottle of water and pass the day? I'm sure that $100 Liberian can even give somebody right now 4 cups of rice. So imagine feeding a family for a day with $1. I mean, some people would just say, it just dry rice here is okay. We can pass a day. Because this is it. When you are in certain situation and you are way at the bottom there, you will never ever overlook anything. So right now, if you even just pass by and you see these people, maybe they are in displays in the school building or church building also, and you just pass there to say hello, at least with a small bottle of water, and give it to somebody, it would mean a lot. You see, the last time I had a show here, I was avenging my anger on religious leaders, including the pastors and the imams. That these people that are displaced today, that are facing some kind of a trials and thing, majority of them are your members. They go to your church, if not every Sunday, and they contribute by paying their tithes or offerings or so. They go to your mosque by putting in that whatever little amount they have for that special offering. They are now today in need. It is now your turn to say, well, I think we have to give back as a mosque. Oh, we have to give back as a church. But again, let me carry to the top. Mr. President, if you don't get involved, the people will not know. They will know. Even the baby people, they will pretend. Even if they have their, I don't know how to call it, 4-wheel cars or whatever, that they are passing through to go to their homes, and the rest of the homes in the community there is underwater also, it's fine with them. If you don't raise the profile of it, they are not going to participate. This is why I'm appealing to you this afternoon, Your Excellency. Please, we want you to do something. The football game that you're coming to have, we're begging you. Please, let's play it in solidarity with the flawed victims of Liberia. Liberian people will be happy. Even right now, as I speak to you, since we publicize it on the Joy FM the last time. People are already going to Joy FM making a little contribution. Right now we are about, thanks very much to the Good Samaritan here in the UK. We're about to print about 100 t-shirts. The name of the group will be there and different writing will be there. I think, you know, be your neighbors keepers or so, something like that. So what we intend to do with find volunteers. Volunteers are already going to Joy FM, they're registering. We want to have a day that we can do street collection as well in Monrovia. We may not go all over the country or all over Masorada County, but it might be just central Monrovia. Because basically most of the ministries and, you know, agency just somewhere in the Monrovia area. So what we will do is we'll get about 15, 20 volunteers. They will wear the t-shirts, and the rest, the balance t-shirts, we want to sell it to government officials. They will go from one government ministry to another, and we approach government officials to buy those t-shirts. Even if they are not going to wear it, you know, it doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter, we just want them to buy the t-shirts, and so that they let's see, Darius Rich. I hope we get Darius. So what we just put it back in the collection box, put everything together, and we do the presentation. So right now, just to let you know, young people are calling Joy FM already. They opting to become volunteers. By the time our Good Samaritan, by the time I think hopefully by this week he's making the money available, so we wire the money to buy the t-shirts. Another individual already agree as well to print the t-shirts for us, a printing agency, as their contribution as well. So they will print the t-shirts and get the t-shirts ready. So hopefully week after next, we'll just choose a day, either on Friday or so, go around Monrovia. Volunteers will go around to collect money, soap, whatever you can afford. Because some people, they just, imagine you went to a hospital to give birth, and then you came back, no more house. There you go. What happened? Let's try Darius again. I wish I can see Darius. Adina is dropping up. I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's try Darius again. Something I'm trying to notice now, that sometimes if you people are not friends on Facebook, these calls hardly go through, especially when you're calling a video. It declined again. Okay, let's search for Darius again. Decline. Let's try again. If I could see. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, Darius, try and send a request again. Let's see. I don't know what's happening. And so, as we come to the end this afternoon, we just want to reiterate the call. We have a Facebook page. It's already, for those of you that are watching live, Citizens United Against Disaster. Once you find the page, just scroll down a little bit. You will come across, let's see again, let's try and see whether we can get Darius. I like people like this. I like people like this. You remain persistent until you achieve what you want to do. Thank you, Darius. Just stay trying to add you up. Let's see. Okay, this is adding. So give a couple of more seconds. Oh God, only got 3 more minutes here. Let's hope whether we can get Darius, and then we can call it a day. Facebook, don't try this. Oh, decline again. Come on. Come on. Right, it's not working at all. I don't know. Darius, Isn't working. I don't know if you can try the number. Let's hear your voice also. That will also be good. But we're just about to wrap up. We'll be back in the next hour or so. We have a range of issues to cover today. Later on this evening, our guest yesterday that we couldn't have her because of the poor internet connectivity between us. That is a veteran female journalist of the Front Page Africa, Betty Johnson Bayo. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing, sir? This is Darius Riggs.
Well, Dara, thanks so much, man. I like people like you are persistent. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Good afternoon. Are you calling from the States? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, my brother. Welcome to the show. Thanks very, very much for following. I think maybe because we are not friends, I think that's why Facebook, normally you find it difficult for people to just join in via the video. But however, thanks for joining in. And what is your take?
Yes, I want to thank you so very much because when it comes to humanity, it's my first priority. Most especially young people, because that's why my interest lies.
Okay.
And what you're saying, it makes sense. That's exactly what we expect of the government. But I can assure you, you're talking about $200. Just even talk about $100. Because the reason I'm saying this, is that you saw the type of massive flood, people's houses got damaged recently, and then the president and everybody were all around jubilating. Now, take for example, you got lawmakers, we got our ministers, and they're living near these people, and they see the way the people home got damaged. And they close their eyes and pretend that they did not see, and the same people put them there. Liberia needs change. Liberia only get transformed when we show agape love to each other. Hello?
Yeah, you're online. We're hearing you.
We have to show agape love. There is now time for the agape love we need to show to each other in our country. Because there are a lot of things going on. The development of Liberia, there is no way you will be happy every day. You eat a good meal every day. I come to your house and see you eating a good meal, and I'm starving. Every day I see you. That alone will create hatred for you. I will start getting mad and start thinking about evil of you, because I will decide to envy you. That's why I cause pride in our country.
Yeah.
What you're saying is very good. I'm 100% in support, and I will be more than happy to give my support.
Okay.
So I'm not going that route with you. I advocate for books in public library to help people. But it's very good to change life.
Yeah.
I have seen young folks, I talk to them. Just imagine I talk to one young girl, she's like 22 in my age range, was telling me about opening an organization, which very, very make me happy. Because that's what I do in the U.S. I talk to people to help, and we get things, and I do it. But for me, I don't go on Facebook to put it there because I always want to be private. I do so many stuff, I want to leave it like that. That your idea is a very, very good one. But
okay, brother.
Let's try.
Okay. All right, Darius. I think Darius, we're on the same line. We need to get friends now on Facebook, because myself, I'm into charitable work between the UK and Liberia. So I think we need to how do you call it? People normally say we need to change notes. So let's try to get connected on Facebook as well.
Yeah, I will do that, and I will do that. I will send you some information concerning on what I do personally with people in Liberia.
Okay, Darius. All right. Thank you so much. But the Facebook page is there. Whatever you'll be able to to join in with. I mean, your people will appreciate you very very much.
No problem.
All right, Darius. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Okay, that was that was the brother Darius calling from the USA. Thank you so much for watching, all of you that have been watching. God bless you. As usual, I say God bless the continent of Africa, and above all, may God bless Liberia. Peace. Let's take our departing song anyway.
Yesterday, my love one left me.